Here's Clark, guarded by Robinson. Clark firing again. Oh my! Caitlyn Clark, a showstopper.
Caitlyn Clark is not a fraud. Neither is she the female Michael Jordan. So why all the fuss over her? With her game, the marketers of women's basketball have found a way to inject much needed life into women's basketball. The WNBA desperately needs it, and it's too obvious. Then again, not obvious enough. Caitlyn is apparently talented and is pulling $1 million sponsorships and interest in her game. This is somewhat novel to the women's game, and it seems like a lot of envy is circulating. Are the players of the WNBA so petty that they have to display their full range of jealousy for the world to see? I would think that they would be a little more intelligent than that, and I think they are. I heard one person say that Caitlyn's ill treatment at the hands of her peers is reverse racism. What exactly is reverse racism? There's just racism. Whichever side of the street you're on, you're still on the right side. But I digress. Racism, maybe, but I don't want to believe that. Surely we're beyond that sort of thing by now, but I digress. Either way, more people are watching the WNBA, sponsorships are up, and even men are kinda interested. Kinda. For the first time, people are actually interested in the USA women's Olympic basketball team. And it's because of Caitlyn, and she's not even on the team. Now that says a lot. Here's my concern for this young woman. No one can live up to the expectations being put on her. How long is it before people grow bored with the drama of the WNBA? How long do we have before men realize that it's all just hype and Caitlyn is just another really good women's player? Unless she goes out there and puts up unprecedented numbers and dominates, not even great is going to cut it for Caitlyn. If this league takes a massive hit because of the media hype, I'm afraid all of the blame would fall on this one young woman. Hopefully, she will be the next LeBron James. I remember him coming out of high school with a lot of hype surrounding him. He wasn't even in the league and was already driving a Hummer gifted to him by an interested team. They poured money upon him while the media stirred the cauldron of expectation. Well, LeBron turned out great and met all expectations, right? Well, I'm not sure he did, because he is met with a lot of hate. Why? Because the fans, especially the educated ones, note that a lot of his image is generated by marketing. In other words, too many see him as a mirage, a fake that was fed to the hungry masses in desperate need of another Michael Jordan. Even now, if we listen to LeBron's words, we'll hear that he has lost a lot to be the face of basketball. I'm sure they told him that everyone would love him. Boy, were they wrong. Even his fans lament the amount of hate he receives. Is Caitlyn heading down the same road? If a 6'3" biological female comes into the NBA league dunking like Ja Morant and shooting like Steph Curry, Caitlyn would be a memory in a moment. That would be a phenomenon. For now, Caitlyn is the best prospect they have. I hope for her sake that she prospers. I like her apparent humble demeanor. I hope that it's not a facade. I genuinely hope that she has a work ethic like Kobe, longevity like LeBron, and the knowledge of MJ. But the thing that I pray that she has the most is the fear of God. Now, before you flip out, allow me to explain why I say the fear of God. Proverbs 9:10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. For Caitlyn Clark to emerge from this a whole and a healthy person, she will need wisdom, and lots of it. Wisdom would tell her to avoid the drama and not to reciprocate the hate that she's receiving. Proverbs 8:13 tells us, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way and the forward mouth do I hate. Wisdom will tell her to avoid everything being said of her, good and bad. Do not fall for the hype. LeBron made this mistake and called himself the GOAT. The hate has never stopped since then. Caitlyn must understand that there will be a lot of offers coming her way, and the opportunity to live up to the hype will be among those offers. In other words, she'll be given the option to sell her soul in order to meet the expectations. Would you sell your soul for a basketball game? Neither would I. This kid is good at the game. The other women around her are dedicated and gifted as well, but none of them have been the talisman of the women's game until now, not until Caitlyn Clark. This is enormous pressure to put on one young lady, and the desire to meet the expectations could be, and probably is, overwhelming. If I could say anything to Caitlyn, it's this. Above all things, fear God and love the Lord Jesus. Love your family, enjoy the game, and give it your all so that when you take your last step off the court, you would have left nothing undone. The voices are numerous now, but they will eventually subside. Do not lose yourself in the clutter. Impatience possess your soul. Now think about that.